All right, we're going to start putting our velocity stack on here just to try it, see how it does on this bike. If we have to do any weird jetting to it or what. So this bike's a little rich to begin with. This is an 883, but I had taken a jetted carb off of a 1200 bike and put on here as a spare. And anyway, you've got your gasket, carb gasket. So it's got 3 holes in there. So this hole right here is for the bowl vent, this one right here. So you don't want to block it off. You see there's 4 holes in here. It goes in there just like that. So we're going to put this on here. A screw to begin with, just to hold it. And we're just assembling this loose because we're going to take these screws back out. When we actually bolt the velocity stack on. We're just doing this to kind of hold it together until we get everything tight. Like I said, we'll be taking those back out. Now we're going to put our breather tube on here. We got our breather bolts here with our copper washers. So we put one copper washer there, another copper washer there, and we're just going to loosely screw these in here. Like I said, I'm not putting it. This is only going on here temporarily, so I'm not putting thread sealer on them yet, because like I said, they're just temporary. So we got both copper washers over there, and you kind of have to move these around so that you don't bind up the copper washers, because these bolts are stepped. So these particular breather bolts are a 3/4 inch socket. Like I said, just kind of jiggle it around. You don't want to bind it up. It's not going to hold my mouth right or something. Got to hold the washer up a little bit there. All right, got our breather on there. Let's go ahead and put the stack on here. Now this is a stack that doesn't line up perfect, the one we had to modify, the one that supposedly fit, but we had to kind of make it fit, so let's put it on here. All right, just like everything else, leave everything kind of loose until you get all the bolts in, so you don't have any alignment problems. So use blue Loctite on these air cleaner screws always. We don't want this thing coming off going down the road. Really, we don't want anything coming off going down the road, but make them good and tight here. And since I loosened these breather bolts back up, need to go ahead and tighten those back down. So let's fire this thing up and see how it behaves with air horn on it. And we'll go ride it later on today, after I get some actual live tags, since my tags ran out. I only had a 10-day tag, and I guess it's been more than 10 days now, so I need to make a trip to the DMV. Let's fire this thing up and see how it behaves. forward control bike is it's going to be hitting your legs going to hit the velocity stack pretty good when you go to use the brake. But other than that, it works. It's not staying on this bike. We're just testing it on this bike. It's going on the other Sportster. It's getting rear sets. So we'll see what happens. Sounds like it runs about the same. Idle's about the same. Bit more fuel off idle there. You ain't want to tell until it's good and warm. Because I haven't started this bike since yesterday, so we'll take it out and ride and see if we need to do any adjustments to the carb there, and we should be good to go. I'm just testing it on this 883 to see how it runs. Sometimes velocity stacks, you got to really change the jetting around sometimes. See how it acts on this one. Alright, thanks for watching. You guys take care. Have a great week.